What's up, YouTube? Long time no react. It's your boy ENC, and we're back for another reaction. This is first reaction of two. We're going to also be checking out the next track on the Drake Iceman album, but I had to touch on this album. We're going to try and knock out two album reactions going in. The first one we're checking out is the Young M.A. album. I did one track by Young M.A. already. I'm a fan of Young M.A. I think she's an absolute boss on a track. If you don't know who she is yet, well, you're in for a treat. I'm pretty sure everyone who's kind of following in on the channel knows who Young M.A. is. So we are going to take a look at this track. We're taking a look at the first track on the album, on the Kween album. It's the intro, Therapy. So let's go and jump on into it today. I've been waiting for this album to drop for a minute. I'm a little late. I believe it dropped like 2 days ago. So we are going to look at some family in town. So obviously I couldn't do my reactions when they were here because you spent time with the family. So let's just go and jump into this today. Young M.A. off the Kween album. The Kween album's called Kween. The track, I believe, is called Therapy. It is the intro. Correct me if I'm wrong, but let's get it.
'04, '03, 1992. Born in Brookdale around 1:30 or 2. I was the new baby, so grandma called me new. The next biggest thing out of Brooklyn, who would've knew? Since a youngin' I was going in, I ain't even know it then. It was therapy, cause I was rapping shit I'm holding in. My mama paid for all the studios that
It was therapy, I was rapping shit I was holding in. I like it. Therapy is where you obviously talk about everything going on inside of you. She's basically rapping about all that stuff.
It was therapy, cause I was rapping shit I'm holding in. My mama paid for all the studios that I was going in. She said, this what you want? Record a couple and we'll go again. Before that, she got me a karaoke for Christmas. Never wrote her a wish list. It was a mother's instincts.
So automatically, based on how this intro is going, because it is the intro typically is going to tell you how that album is going to play out and what the artist is going to be talking about. It sounds like from the very first track, the intro, that it's going to be a lot based upon how she started, how she became up. Obviously, she was born in Brooklyn, and how when her mama paid for all the studio time and got her a karaoke machine for her birthday, all that stuff. So it sounds like it's going to be a progression as far as how she got to where she is today, which is going to be incredible.
Got me a karaoke for Christmas. Never wrote her a wish list. It was a mother's instincts. I was a little different. Always needed my distance. And I was never a princess. I was always the misfit.
I was never the princess. I was always the misfit, which is crazy because the last track I reacted to, I forgot what it was called, but she called herself the king and queen of hip-hop. A princess is obviously the younger version of a queen. So I like how all that's kind of tying together.
Always needed my distance, and I was never a princess. I was always the misfit. A little tomboy, well known in the neighborhood. And only girl on the football team, cause I played it good. Big confidence since a shorty, if I could do it, I would. I was trying to be successful in anything that I could.
Hey, that's tough. I've tried to be successful in anything I could. She said she was the tomboy growing up in the hood. She was the only female on the football team because she got it good. Basically, she's saying she tries her hardest at whatever she puts her mind to, whatever she does, which is definitely a value I think everybody, especially the young generation, should be bringing in today. I'm loving it so far. It definitely has an Eminem kind of vibe, which is awesome because we all know she has a track unaccommodated with Eminem. Well, it's Eminem's track, but she was on it. I do think in that track she could have gone harder, especially with it being Young M.A. But I like Young M.A. She's a lyricist. She's a boss. She takes care of her business.
If I could do it, I would. I was trying to be successful in anything that I could. Living in VA kinda taught me a little patience. I'll forever be anything that I could. Living in VA kinda taught me a little patience.
So living in Virginia, VA is abbreviation from Virginia. She's from New York. Obviously, New York is a fast life, so everything moves faster. Virginia is a lot slower, so she had to slow things down and be a little more patient with everything she did. I like it.
Successful in anything that I could. Living in VA kinda taught me a little patience. I'll forever be grateful for that part I was raising. Gave me a little structuring for that dream I was chasing. I moved back to Brooklyn and painted a demonstration. Then I lost the love of my life in the same year. Really went from loving my life to I hated here. Obituary in my hand, like, why is his name here? Looking in the casket like, why is he laying there? Man, I knew my life would never be the same again. Cause what I know he'll do for me, I had to do the same for him. Give up anything I ever had in exchange for him. I used to question God, and it was times that I was blaming him. I know you watching over me.
I used to question God, but there were times I used to blame him. Basically saying she believes in God, but everything she's gone through with her friend dying, she blamed him for it. Man, that's crazy. Which I understand when someone dies, like you have faith in God, like you trust in God, and expect God to get you through whatever and to help with whatever. But when he takes someone from you that's so important, you start blaming him. I like it.
In exchange for him, I used to question God, and it was times that I was blaming him. I know you watching over me, but damn, I really need you here. And what made it worse is that this happened in my senior year. I couldn't even concentrate. I ain't even seeing clear. Walking out of therapy, cause I ain't wanna be in there.
You know who Young M.A actually reminds me of? If you've seen the show All American, the chick, I forgot her name, but the chick who's a rapper in that, like, she reminds me of Young M.A so much, it's crazy.
Class of 2010, graduated out of Sheepshead. And as soon as I hit the streets, as soon as the streets bled, I became a lion and I was coming for the sheep's head. My mama wasn't working soon as the class of 2010, graduated out of Sheepshead. And as soon as I hit the streets, as soon as the streets bled.
I like the play on the word sheep. You're gonna hear it. Hold up.
10 graduated out of Sheepshead. And as soon as I hit the streets, as soon as the streets bled, I became a lion and I was coming for the sheep's head. My mama wasn't working off the rip, I knew I needed bread. Always been the leader in the lead, you gotta.
My mama wasn't working off the rip. I knew I needed bread. Bread's a double entendre for bread, food, because mom wasn't working. She was bringing food, but also bread for money. I like it.
My mama wasn't working off the rip. I knew I needed bread. Always been the leader in the lead. You gotta be ahead. Caught up in that darkness. It's hard to even see ahead. I wanted to.
Caught up in that darkness. It's hard to see ahead. Like when you caught up in that darkness, you call it like a shitty part of your life. But also darkness, dark you can't see. It's hard to see ahead when you're stuck in that point in time where everything is so bad. It's hard to see in the future, hard to see you can get out of it. But also darkness because it's so dark you really can't see in front of you. It's hard to see ahead. I like it.
Lead, you gotta be ahead. Caught up in that darkness, it's hard to even see ahead. I wanted to see green, but my demons got me seeing red. Quit my 9 to 5 and said, fuck it, I'm selling weed instead. And I became a
seeing green, but red when you're mad, like your red eye on her album cover. But green, weed, green, and
demons got me seeing red. Quit my 9 to 5 and said, fuck it, I'm selling weed instead. Then I became a demon. The Henny started creeping. I was never home cause I was more in the streets than the first time I ever got booked was 2013-ish. I did some other shit, but I'd rather keep it a secret. Fast forward, got up out them streets, I had to make a way. In the studio, the only way to take the pain away. If I ain't want to die, go to jail, I had to stay away. Had to make a sacrifice, that's why I'm young and made a day.
Woo! How to make a sacrifice. That's why I'm young and made today. Young M.A. today. Young made today. I like that.
Jail, I had to stay away. Had to make a sacrifice. That's why I'm young and made a day.
Oh, that sucks that that's it. This album's gonna be absolute fire. Like fire. I love how she raps. I love the beat. I love everything about M.A. I love everything she brings to the album, to the track, to the music industry. She's an absolute god on a beat. She kills it. She absolutely kills it. Nothing but respect for Young M.A. She's phenomenal. We can give that a light. Absolutely phenomenal. Like hands down, this is gonna be one of the best albums of the year. I can tell you that right now. And that's hard. That's tough to say because you got the Drake album that dropped too. And it's already. I think Young M.A.'s album is gonna be better than Drake's. I'm not trying to compare the two because they're two very different artists and all both very great, good artists. So I'm not comparing them like that. But Young M.A, I'm a huge fan of Young M.A. Absolute. She's just crazy. But let me know your thoughts on it. It's the first track of the album, obviously the introduction. Let me know your thoughts on it. And we're definitely gonna be rolling through this album. Like I said, I love everything about it already. And we just listened to 3 minutes of the track, and I'm hooked. I'm addicted. So let me know what y'all thoughts. Drop your comments down below. Subscribe to all that. We finally hit 4,000 subscribers, which is awesome. Maybe around like 4,003. Everyone who subscribed, thank you so much. If you're on this channel, you have not subscribed, please subscribe. We're on the road to 5K. Obviously, we're going to push higher than that, but we got, baby steps. So if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the like button. Drop your comments whether you agree with me or not. I want to hear it all. I got tough skin on this channel. You gotta have tough skin if you're a reactor. So I want to hear it all. Let me know what y'all thought. Let me know what your concerns are. And as always, I will 100% catch y'all later. Take care.